Well, the Chargers are about ready to open their season, but it looks like they'll open their season without their high-priced cover corner J.C. Jackson, the ex-New England Patriot. He's got an ankle problem. They're refusing to detail the specifics, but he underwent a surgical procedure on the ankle in New York this week. It was an incision. They won't say whether it was an infection or whether it was a cyst. They say it's not structural, which means it's not bone chips. It's not a ligament per se. But on how long the heel wounds will determine whether he is ready for opening day or whether he sits out 4 weeks. He's practiced right up until this past week, but the pain got much too severe for him. So that's a big setback. Luckily for them, they've got an awful lot of young guys in the secondary growing up on the job together who all played last year, led by Asante Samuel. And they've got Bryce Callahan, who came from the Denver Broncos, who can be a starting corner rather than a slot cover corner. They've got enough DBs to buy a little bit of time, but this kid is brilliant. If you YouTube J.C. Jackson highlights, you'll be staggered by his athleticism, his quickness, his headiness to go get the ball. He had 8 interceptions last year in New England. They didn't want to pay him. They let him go. He's got 25 interceptions in 4 years in the NFL. So that's a bit of a setback there. So for the Chargers, now they're playing their final preseason game in New Orleans. Then they get the next 10 days off. And here come the Raiders, and here comes Kansas City, games 1 and 2 of the NFL schedule in the division. So, I can't wait for the NFL to begin, but it's a bit of a setback, but this is not catastrophic. As long as there's no complications, the post-surgical procedure on J.C. Jackson.
Well, is the head coach in the hot seat? Does he need to win this year?
No, he's only a second-year head coach. Quit talking to me like you're a fan who does not know anything. Everybody I know has got great trust in this guy. This is the second coming of Sean McVay, and we know what Sean McVay has done in Los Angeles with the Rams. I think that there's no doubt that this is a bright light guy. Brandon Staley knows how to push the right buttons. A little bit of riverboat gambler in him, but he's got what a lot of coaches in the league wish they had. Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
that quarterback, John, is a difference maker. They've a lot of new pieces on defense. We've talked extensively on our podcast about that. But the truth is, of the 6 guys they brought in defensively in trades and in free agency, John, they all played for Brandon Staley somewhere along the line. So they know the system. I'm going to be fascinated to see what kind of team they have. But out of the gate, it's going to be really hard. Now we